Ego loves to wonder about itself. It circles like smoke in still air, trying to see its own shape. We chase that smoke and call it me. But ego isn't complicated. It's simple. It's the quiet reflex that makes us flinch when someone looks too long. The whisper that asks, "How do I seem?" before it asks, "How do I feel?" Most days, we don't even notice it breathing through us. We wake up, reach for the mirror, and somewhere between reflection and recognition, ego slips in. The invisible translator between who we are and who we think we are. I've learned, through the gentle words of wiser souls, that ego appears each time we replay a scene, not to learn, but to perform again. Each time we imagine ourselves winning the room, fixing the past, earning approval that was never asked for. That's ego painting portraits of moments already gone. Ego loves repetition. It loves to polish what should be left rough. It loves to narrate us in third person. He was right. She deserved better. They'll understand one day. It builds stories that sound like healing, but smell like pride. When we are hurt, ego rushes in like an overprotective guardian. It builds armor out of memory, wraps the heart until the truth can't breathe. And it tells us that armor is identity, that protection is purpose. But protection and isolation are twins. And ego often forgets which one it's feeding. I've felt that wrapping many times. A quiet suffocation dressed as strength. When you speak your pain to no one, when you pretend silence is wisdom instead of fear, that's ego guarding the image, not the soul. It whispers, "Don't look weak. Don't look weak." And we obey, not realizing we've traded authenticity for approval. Ego doesn't always shout. Sometimes it hums sweetly. In success, in compliments, in the way we hold our achievements too tightly. It says, "You did this." And in that moment, gratitude evaporates. What was once a gift becomes proof. But the soul doesn't deal in proof. It knows no argument, no comparison, no scoreboard. It just is. And that stillness threatens the ego, because ego survives only in movement, in friction, in the noise of being seen. So, the first step isn't to fight ego. You can't fight what feeds on attention. You simply turn the gaze away. You watch without naming, listen without answering. And ego, unpraised, begins to shrink. Sit still long enough, and you can feel it. The moment the performance falters, the mask slips, and what remains is smaller, truer, quieter. That quiet isn't emptiness. It's you, before the world taught you your name. There's a moment between reflection and recognition, where something in us blinks first. That's the mirror reminding you. You don't always see truth. You see memory. When you stare too long at your reflection, you start fixing it instead of facing it. You start posing in your own thoughts. That's when the mask forms. Not a physical one, a quiet one. A mask made of your best stories, your favorite excuses, your proudest wounds. Ego loves those. It keeps a museum of them and walks you through it every time someone hurts you. Remember when they did that? It says, "Remember how you survived?" It doesn't show you survival. It shows you the story of survival. It makes you feel strong, but not free. The mirror reflects you as you are. The mask reflects you as you wish to be seen. The ego will always choose the mask. Because truth is raw, silent, and it doesn't need an audience. But ego performs for one, even if that one is only you. You start telling yourself you're fine when you're breaking. You start saying, "I'm at peace," when you're just tired of explaining. That's the mask doing its job. It makes sure you never see your own cracks. Because cracks lead to questions, and questions lead to growth, and growth kills the old story. So how do you take it off? You don't rip it. You let it loosen. You tell the truth in small doses. To yourself, not the world. You admit the moments when you were wrong, when you pretended, when you played safe just to be accepted. Each truth weakens the glue. And one day, without ceremony, the mask just falls. And it's scary, because underneath you don't find perfection. You find you. The tired version. The honest version. The one who no longer performs. That's when ego panics. It has no script left to read. And in that silence, for the first time, you meet your real self. Ego loves loops. It hates endings because endings mean surrender. It keeps you thinking about what you should have said, what they should have understood, what you should have done. It keeps you living in rehearsals. You walk through life carrying invisible conversations, arguing with people who aren't in the room, winning battles that never happened, losing peace you already had. That's the loop. A mental treadmill powered by what if. The loop feels safe. It keeps you busy. It gives the illusion of progress while standing still. But peace doesn't live in repetition. Peace lives in release. You stop the loop by seeing it, not by hating it, not by calling it toxic, just by catching it in the act. The moment you say, "Ah, this, again," you've already broken the rhythm. Awareness is the only key. It doesn't shout, it observes. And every time you notice the ego looping, you take one step closer to silence. That's freedom. Not loud, not dramatic. Just the quiet absence of the loop. Don't ever think this world is the final chapter. It's not the destination, it's the test hall. Every moment here is a question. What will you do with your soul right now? You're tested when you're praised. Can you stay humble? You're tested when you're ignored. Can you stay kind? You're tested when you fail. Can you still thank the one who gave you breath? So don't roll with every punch. Don't mold yourself for every room. Take a stand when truth calls. Even if no one claps, even if it costs you comfort. And when you want reward, don't look around. Look up. Ask from the Creator, not creation. Because no human can fill you. They can love you, but they can't complete you. They're still patching their own cracks. Ask for your reward from the one who made the test. Ask for strength to stay honest when lying is easier. Ask for peace to walk away without needing to be right. That's the kind of victory the world won't post. But heaven will. Your brain is not your friend. It's your lawyer. It argues for your comfort. It builds theories to justify surrender. It gives you quotes to feel wise when you're really escaping. It says, you did your best, when you know you just stopped trying. Your soul doesn't talk like that. It doesn't argue. It only vibrates truth, peace, light. Sometimes that light hurts the eyes, because it exposes what ego hid. But don't look away. Sit with it. Feed your soul with silence, with gratitude, with the remembrance that you are not random. You are chosen to wake up here, now. Every inhale is mercy. Every exhale is release. Reach for authenticity. It's okay if you don't reach perfection. Just aim. Even shaking, even uncertain aim. Because when you aim for truth, the Creator guides the arrow. And when you stop aiming, even luck can't find you. So aim. Fail beautifully. Rise quietly. Try again. And when you finally hit silence, stay there. That's where ego can't follow. That's where you remember who you are. Ego dies not in battle, but in stillness. It dies the moment you stop narrating yourself and start simply being.